everybody. This is Kay Candice from kcandice.com, and today we are on with another exciting training that involves how to make money with PLR. And today I have my favorite marketer, internet marketer on, Mike Cowles from bloggingfreak.com, or you can also reach him at mikecowles.com. Mike, are you there already?
I am. How you doing, Kay?
Thank you very much. Very well. How are you?
I'm excited.
Perfect. So let's get right into to not let them wait, right?
All right, sounds good. Well, today I want to just jump right into the content here, and basically the topic is how to make money fast with private label rights. So first thing we're going to do is cover what private label rights are and what some of the other rights that you can get with different products. Now, normally when you buy a product, whether it's a box of cereal or gym shoes or a digital product, you normally just get personal use. Okay, so what that means is you buy it, it's for you only, and that's it. There's actually, let me rearrange the order on this. The next one out there is master resale rights. Okay, so with this, what that means is you can buy a product and you can turn around and sell it as is and keep 100% of the profit. Okay, so for instance, if somebody sells a product, a digital product online, and they're offering 100% commission, which you'll find people do that to help build their list and things like that, that's technically master resale rights. They just made it really easy for you as a reseller. Okay, but the third one, which is a really exciting one that we're going to talk about today, is private label rights. And what this is you've probably seen this in the business world, like the brick and mortar business world, and not even realized it, like with steak sauce at a Denny,
Right.
something like that. They'll call it Denny's steak sauce, and it's actually A1 steak sauce, but they gave them private label rights. Or in the grocery store when you see cereal,
Right.
yeah, well, like with cereal, they'll have like Fruit Loops or something, but it'll be like Safeway's, Sugar Loops or something like that. And that's actually private label rights. And so what's great about that is you get...
And that is the most powerful, right? Would you say that's the most powerful?
Yes.
Of all
So
the three.
what's great about that is you get to brand yourself as well as keep all the money. And with digital products, you can do whatever you want to it. So not only can you rebrand it like a new look or something and a new name, but you can also cut up the content and get rid of things that aren't very relevant or aren't very good, or make them stronger, and you can combine products together to make them really awesome, high quality products. So does that make sense?
So that it looks unique, right? Because I think for example, the Warrior Forum, you can only have unique products.
Yeah, actually with the Warrior Forum, you're not technically supposed to have private label rights as your main product, but one of the things you can do with the Warrior Forum is you can have your own unique product, like let's say it's a report or whatever, or a video series, but then you can have bonuses that are private label rights, or once they buy, you can have upsells or downsells that are private label rights.
Very cool.
Yeah, so you can definitely generate more money by doing that. So the next thing we're going to get into, and this is really a big part of this whole thing, is the mechanics of how do we use private label rights and make it work. And I started out online doing web design and teaching myself the painful stuff like HTML and stuff like that. And I'm not a coder, but I do understand how to do HTML as far as like making websites and stuff. And so one of the things that I found when I first got started with internet marketing was that I had a little advantage over the average person that didn't know how to do this. And as a coach trying to help people, I found that they were really frustrated with learning how to do HTML. I think it was just they were intimidated or whatever. So
because it's too technical.
Well, I think it appears too technical, but it's really like with HTML, like if you want to make a word bold, you put the word bold before it and after it with a couple of brackets. So it's not like crazy like another language, like learning, like I know, Kay, you speak like 4 languages or 5 languages. That's way more work than learning HTML, But, the challenge is people were frustrated. So one of the things I did was I figured out different pieces of software to be able to use. And right here, I put easy HTML software. You can use like a what you see is what you get editor, like Front Page,
Okay.
Dreamweaver, or something like that. But one that I created that's actually, in my opinion, the easiest one out there is called Ultimate PageMaker. And I created it because of the need in the marketplace. Like there's ones out there that look great, like Optimized Press. A lot of people use that. It's a real popular one. Other people have come up with ones as well. But the challenge is most of those have a big learning curve. You know, like almost as bad as learning HTML. Like just you might as well just learn HTML if you're gonna mess with those. And with Ultimate PageMaker, it's a simple plugin that you use with.
It's a WordPress plugin, right?
Yes.
For
Yeah.
WordPress,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
so let's go ahead and show you first of all a couple things here. Okay. With private label rights, they'll normally come with a sales page, and a lot of times they'll have a download page as well. And so like if we come here, this is a PLR product that I have that the sales page looks terrible to me. It's very dated, but the product
Yeah, very
itself,
old. Yes.
the product itself is actually really very good. Okay, so
Okay.
what we want to do is we want to change the look of this so that it looks more current and so that it converts better. Now, a product that I put out, I don't know, a year or so ago was how to put videos online. And this is the sales page. And you can see from looking at it, very clean, very simple, very
Very,
easy to read.
yes, up to date.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So this page actually converts when it first came out around 33%. Now the national.
Yeah, I bought it as well.
Yep. Now the national average is like 1 to 3%, and like a really good converting page is like 5 to 10%. So for this one to convert at 33% tells you a lot as far as it's a good formula or a good blueprint to follow. So what I did was I took Ultimate PageMaker and I made my templates based on this, and they're a little bit newer looking. So let's go ahead and I'll show you what we're talking about, how it looks, and how to take this page and make it look more like this or even better. Okay.
Okay.
So,
very exciting.
So what we do is I already have Ultimate PageMaker already installed, and this is on Blogging Freak. So what we do is we come over here and we hit New Page, and we will call this 100 a day because the system teaches how to make $100 a day. We'll just say $100 a day. And this actually title doesn't even show up, so we don't really have to worry about it, but just out of habit, I'm trying to make it look nice. So once we do that, then over here is our Ultimate PageMaker. And we're going to select the template of UPM Standard. And if we just do that, okay, and we just take this and we hit Publish, then what you'll see is as soon as we click on to view the page, that we've got a standard looking page. So if you remember over here, we've got a page with a shadow. It's the same thing, but it's got a gray background, which makes it pop a little bit more, okay? So now what we want to do is we want to add our content. So let me go ahead and get rid of this, and we'll go back over here. So what we want to do is we want to take this content and copy all this, all the text, and all I did is just selected all of it, and then I right-click.
You just copy and paste? Yes.
So I just right-click and hit copy. And then what we want to do is we want to remove the formatting that they have on here. Okay. In other words, we don't want the text to be red or bold or anything like that. We just want just plain text. So a secret, really easy way to do this is to go to Google and to just paste it all into here like we're doing a search, and then copy that. So now when we come back here, if we paste all this, we can see there's no format whatsoever, right? So now if we take this and we publish it, it's going to be one big paragraph, which is not what we want, but I still want to show you how it looks. All right, so Now we refresh that, you can see. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to come back here and we want to say, okay, great. How do we make this look great? Well, first we're going to have a headline, and the headline that they have right now says you're about to discover a proven system that shows you a simple and effective way to make $100 per day. That's not too bad, but it's really not going to get people's attention as well as we want. Um, the patience of people that buy online has really gone down a lot. Okay, and what I mean by that is you got to get their attention in about 5 seconds when they first get to your site. And with the headline, what we want to do is we want to have it where it says what they're going to get and how they're going to get it. That's it. So what I'm going to do is, instead of this headline, is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to insert a headline. I'm going to call it headline style 3 is the style that I'm picking, and just click insert. And now we can see we've got this nice looking font. And what we're going to do is we're going to say how to make $100 or more every day on complete auto pilot, comma, even if you're brand new to marketing online. Okay, so now this headline, it looks like it's overlapping here, and that's just a WordPress thing. But when we go ahead and we publish this, so you can see it's going to look fine. So we don't have to worry about how it looks on WordPress. We have to worry about how it looks to our customers. So there's our headline. And one of the things that I try and do that's kind of a cool little tip I learned from other marketers is with your headline is you want it to kind of make a V pointing down like an arrow. So right here where it says brand new, I'm going to go right here and just hit enter. So it's almost like the text is pointing down to get them to keep reading.
That's very cool.
Okay, so actually we got too much space here, so go back here. And we'll go shift enter so that it's not a full space. And then when we update it, it should be fine. There we go. All right, so now we've got the next thing is our kind of pre-whatever here. So let's go ahead and make our body text. Insert that. So it's a nice bigger font. It's easier to read. So what we can do here is we can take this first sentence, which is this it should be 9-part video course. It covers over 1 hour, reveals a system for being an affiliate from startup to profits. It's the perfect course for any newbie that's looking for an easy to follow system. All right, so that's actually the sub headline that they have right here. So this isn't the body text. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this and delete it, and then come up here. Paste it right here. And then what we can do is we can take this and we can just make it, again, this is just using WordPress. We can make like heading 2 or whatever, so it's a nice big font, or we can use one of the styles that we have from over here. And there's more being added all the time. You can actually create a new one and save it and add it yourself for your own custom stuff. So
very cool.
So once we have this, let's go ahead and see how that looks. We'll hit update real quick. All right, so I have to fix this brand new to marketing online, but we can see the subheadline's fine. So
yes.
This is one of the things about WordPress that's nice is you can see the visual version as well as the code version. Okay, so we can see what happened here is this little end tag right here. We just need to add that at the end here instead of, I don't know, for some reason WordPress just put it on the end there. All right. So now we should be good with that. So we'll hit update, see how that looks. There we go. So then the other thing that we can do, which is nice with WordPress, is we can take this and we can change the color. Make it red. Actually, let's make it a little bit brighter red. And hit update on that. WordPress isn't liking me. For some reason, it keeps going back to that one. I think it's because earlier I hit like enter or got rid of something. So we'll just get rid of the space in between there that we talked about and not worry about that. So
but it's so easy. It looks so easy to use, Mike.
Yeah. So one of the things that's that I find refreshing personally when it comes to teaching stuff online is when you run into a problem is like we could have, meaning you and I, Kay, could have like deleted this part of the recording or something, but I like to show people how to solve problems and to teach them how to think instead of being like, oh, nothing ever goes wrong. And, because things do. I mean, sometimes software doesn't work the way you want it to, or people don't act the way you want or whatever. So, all right, so now we're in a good situation. The headline looks good, the sub headline looks good, and then what we're going to have next is, if you remember over here, we've got our inside this powerful course. You can call your own. You'll find blah blah blah, video 1, video 2, all these different things, and then they've got their main image, and then they've got a Johnson box, their name, and a disclaimer. Okay, so pretty weak, honestly. What we want to do is we want to have it look more like the how to put videos online, where it's going to have different graphics and stuff like that next to each one, and a nice big image here that looks more relevant. And then we also need to have a guarantee on there. A guarantee is part of your proof. Okay, this says this really works, and you know that it works because you've got a guarantee. And then one of the things that's actually missing on this page that you also want to have is a PS. Okay, so that and your headline are the biggest things that people see. They look at the headline, how much does it cost, and then they read that PS. So we're going to come back over here.
And is the PS like the scarcity, or?
No, not necessarily. What I do with the PS is I summarize it. Remember, you're going to get instant access to everything. And then the PPS is, don't forget, you're also covered by my 30-day guarantee. So because people are skimming and the PS they look at. Yep. So okay. So one of the things that we're going to have to do now is we're going to have some graphics. So right here where it says inside this powerful course that you can call your own, you will find, and we'll go ahead and make that, say heading 3. All right, and then actually let me get rid of this. Okay, so we've got inside this powerful course that you can call your own, you will find, and then we've got video 1, video 2, video 3, etc., right? 4, video 5. So we've got 8 videos here. So what we want to do is, or I'm sorry, 9 videos here. So what we want to do is we want to put an image in front of each one of these so that it shows a little bit more value, okay? So let's go ahead and add some body text here. Actually, you know what? Instead of doing that, let's do it as bullets. All right, so now we can say overview of the system. And remember, if we ever want to have text that's not affected by the formatting, we just simply put it into Google, okay? and just copy it back like that. So now we can just come over here, and what I do is I leave the first and last letter alone so that it keeps the formatting without ever having to worry about that. And you just go back and delete it. So now we can see overview of the systems. Now we can get rid of this one. Select your niche market quickly and effectively. Okay, and then we've got powerful keyword research strategies. So the thing is the more you do this, the faster you'll get at it. And it can seem kind of boring to watch doing it like this. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and shorten this a little bit and just say that much. Okay, then we've got how to write. And the shortcuts that I'm using right there when I'm pasting it into Google for people that are new to this, they're going, wait a second, what'd you just do? Is Control C, which is copy, and then Control V, which is paste, and Control A is to select all.
Okay.
All right, and if you're on a Mac, it's a command instead of control. Everything else is the same. I already got that one. And you know, instead of the bullets, you could have you could come over here and pick an icon from here. Like if it's a video, you know, you could have you know, if it's a YouTube video, you could do like that. Or there's different video icons inside of here you could use instead, or a folder like this video icon, things like that. Or you can add your own. You know, you could use one like this if you want instead. And it's a nice look. I'm just using the bullets for now just because it's a nice, fast, simple example.
And you can find graphics like that on Icon Finder, right? I think.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. All right. We're gonna say instead of they kind of give it away here. Create a simple landing page for using a free website to promote your chosen affiliate product. I'm going to say create a simple landing page to promote, actually, we'll just say for more profits, for easy, fast profits. Because that's really what affiliate sales are, but you don't necessarily need to come out and say it's affiliate sales, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's nice to have people be curious when they're looking at your sales page. It's a big element for getting more sales is to have people be curious. Okay. All right. And then we got 2 more to go, and then we're done with that part. We've got social bookmark your articles like a seasoned pro, and I'm just going to have it be just that part. you know, there's so many. When I first got started with this, there's so many people that teach how to make money online that don't really show how to do stuff.
Exactly. And you always do the screen, you always show your screen, and that is what is making you so unique because everybody else is doing PowerPoints and until you really learn how to do it yourself,
Yep.
like you show.
Yeah.
I mean, even a newbie can do this. It's so easy to follow this formula.
Yep. All right. So there's our bullets, which is great. And then they immediately go into the Johnson box, which says, yes, I'll take it. And then their disclaimer, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. All right. So what one of the things that really makes your stuff sell is having proof. And in this case, the proof would be testimonials. So let me go ahead and indent this a little bit just by clicking on this. And then let's see how this is looking so far. Okay. All right, starting to look like a sales page, huh?
Very good. Yes.
Okay.
Looking
So
very
now,
good.
one of the things that I like to do is I like to have the image of the product right here underneath the sub headline. So before we get into that, I'll finish up the sales page here as far as what else we need to have on here. So we could have testimonials on here. So like, for instance, we could say something like their headline and say, listen to what customers are saying. And then you could insert this as a blue row and say something like, this is easy and effective. Have that be the bold part, like the main quote. And just say, hi, Mike. I loved your course. And of course, by the way, this should go without saying, but never lie and make up testimonials. Only get
And if you don't have testimonials yet, do you have a strategy how you would get them, the first ones?
I'm getting right to that. So
okay, I'm sorry. I'm
right.
sorry.
So I know you're excited. So never lie and make up testimonials, okay, or anything like
Yes.
that, okay. Instead, what you want to do is you want to give your product away to a few people without, or sell it at a lesser price without testimonials at a lesser price, so that you get the feedback from people, and then say, do you mind if I use your feedback as a testimonial? Okay. Anytime you sell a product on your download page, you should say, please give me your feedback or leave a review. Even if you're not selling it on a forum, say, please give me your feedback here, and have an email link so that you can gather testimonials that way as well. So in this case, we're going to assume you've already got that. So somebody says, hi, Mike, I loved your course. It was, definitely easy and effective. Keep up the great work. We'll say Joe customer. All right. So now we've got that. And then what I would do is, if they have a website, it gives more credibility.
Mm-hmm.
If you have that on there. And then also, if they have an image, you could always put that on there as well. So for now, we'll go ahead and just add a smiley face.
Smiley, yeah.
like that's their image. All right. So now, if you update that, take a look. We can see. So obviously, it's going to look better instead of a smiley face if it's got somebody's image or whatever. But you can still see it's coming along, and has that nice boxed, framed out effect. So
and it looks much better than the other page.
Right. So you
The
could
original.
you could copy this, and have multiple ones in there as well. So if we say, oh, you know what? I just remembered something. Here. Let's see. Okay. I was just looking inside of the code on there to see if I had missed something, but it looks good. So if we want to add more than one, we can go ahead and do that. Interesting. I think this is a little bug with WordPress. Sometimes when you put it inside of a form like this, or inside of a table like this, it'll get rid of it and move it to the outside like that. So my guess is if I update this, it's going to show a little different look. Yeah, put it outside of it. So that's all right. So this is it's a new piece of software. That's something that I'll figure out. I think it's just a matter of changing some of the CSS inside of there. So for now, we'll leave it at that and just have it as the testimonials, just in a block format instead. Which the nice thing about WordPress is you can say, for instance, go ahead and copy just the text part. Show you a nice little workaround here. And some people are going to want to do this just because they don't like the look of that whole blue row thing. Okay, so what you can do is where it says paragraph here is you can come down and I'm sorry, over here to where it's indented and indent it. So, wow, that's interesting. I wonder if it's inside of a div. No, it's not. Interesting. Oh, I see why. Okay, let me show you so you understand what's going on here. This right here, under the option, it doesn't say block quote here. And the reason is because we are on what's called the visual versus the HTML. When you're on the HTML, when you see this right here, okay, you can see right here it has the option for block quote. So now we come back here, you'll see it's indented. Okay, and then when we update it, it's going to have a different look to it. See what I'm saying? So it's a different font, and it's indented like that. All right, so now right here we want to add, we could add a couple more testimonials if we wanted to, and then what we can do is we can add our guarantee. So I'm going to come over here and click on that. All right, and then the links in there for the guarantee are all fine. That goes to my support desk. So then let's go ahead and hit update on that, see what that looks like. Okay.
Yes.
Try it out for 30 days. Okay, get your money back, great. And then I'm gonna make that that icon just a little bit smaller here. Around 200 is good. And then after here, now we can have our Johnson box.
Johnson box.
So we just hit insert right there. And right now we've got a kind of a fake image here, just like a stock software image, which we could go ahead and put up on the top as well. I always suggest you create new graphics for each product. Okay, you can do that a few different ways, which we'll cover in just a few minutes.
Okay.
But for now, we'll just put that on there. So then that's good. Now we hit update. All right. So we can see this is
Very easy to do.
starting to look really great.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, you want to have more than one, like I suggest at least 3, if not 5 or 10 testimonials. You really can't overdo it with the testimonials. Okay. Because that's really the proof to people that it'll work for them as well. So then once we're done with that Johnson box, then come down here, and we don't need that. So now we're going to say, put in our body text again. We can say, thanks for checking out my offer. I know you're gonna love it. And then I put my picture in there, so all we have to do is, I've already added my picture to the icons here. It's so much easier than, doing this and then uploading and all that stuff. It's so much easier. And then I do a PS. This is what we talked about before, which is
Yes.
Don't forget, you'll get instant access to everything, even if it's 2 in the morning. And then EPS. Plus, you're also covered by mine. No questions. Guaranteed. For a full 30 days. And then I tend to make these bold. Just make it look a little bit sharper. And then I would also copy this button and put it on the bottom here. And center that. And then this disclaimer. Really, I don't believe in putting a disclaimer like this on there. But again, I'm not a lawyer. You have to do your own due diligence on this and talk to a lawyer or accountant as far as disclaimers to know what's best for you and your business. What I do is, you'll notice on this page, it's got right here, affiliates terms, privacy disclaimer. That's how I prefer to do it. But again, do your own due diligence. You may be advised to do something different. So now that we've got that, there we go. So we now have a great looking sales page. The only thing we need to add now is we need to add a custom image, which we'll cover that in a minute. And we need to make these buttons actually live buttons. Okay. So what that means is they'll go to where you're going to get paid. All right. So now our sales page looks great. So now we can jump back over here. We set up our sales page. We can do the same thing with a download page, and there will be, like you saw right here, different shortcuts. One of these will be a download page as well. And really all you need on the download page is you're going to need your contact information. Like if you run into any problems or links don't work or whatever, visit my support desk or send me an email here. Okay. You're going to want to have your link to your affiliate program. Say, hey, you can promote this and get 50% or 100% or whatever it is you're giving away by promoting this, to other people. Have your affiliate sign up link there, and and then you're going to want to have referred products on there, whether it's a one-time offer or your own products or affiliate links to related products on there as well. And there's other things you can do too on your download page, like have bonuses on there, things like that. But that's really an important part of real estate. You're sending buying customers there. So if you have something that's related, it could be somebody else's product. It doesn't matter. Put it on there. Okay. So
very cool tip.
Yeah. So now we've got that. We've got our sales page. We've got the download page. One-time offers, just so you understand, that's before they get to the download page. Okay. So they bought, and then you say something like, hey, this normally comes with personal use rights. But if you want right now, you can get private label rights for only $77. Okay. All you have to do is click the link below. That'll be added to your order, and you'll get a PLR or a PLR certificate that gives you the rights to sell it and to change it however you want and to keep 100% of the profit. Okay. And underneath that, you'll have a buy button for that $77 or whatever price point it is. And then underneath that, you have the text that says, no thanks, I'll just take my original offer or whatever. Or no thanks, I'm happy to pay the regular price, or I can't afford it right now, or whatever, right? And so if you're going to have more than one-time offer, that no thanks link would go to, for instance, another page that says something like, hey, no worries, I understand if maybe the price isn't right or the time isn't right. You spend an extra $77 on PLR rights, but I can offer you a special offer of maybe for $27 or $37 to get master resale rights, which means that while you can't change any of the content, you could sell this and keep 100% of the profit, which means that by only selling one copy of this, you got what you bought today for free. You follow me? So it's very smart, and people do it all the time, and it helps you make a lot of money by doing it as well. So by adding those on there using Ultimate PageMaker, it's very simple to add that to it. So now let's jump into the next part, which we've talked about a few times, which is the graphics. Like a nice looking graphic like this. This is an original graphic. Nobody's ever seen that before. It's got my image on there. It's got Kay's image on there. It's got whatever you want. And so, the name of your product, of course. So the easiest way to do it is to go to a site called Fiverr.com. And this is what Fiverr looks like. And if we come over here to where you've got a search bar here, they do have graphics in here, but we're specifically looking for e-covers or e-books. So if we say e-cover and hit search there, then what you'll see is in just a couple seconds, I'll design and create a high-class CD or CD case e-cover that will blow your sales in just 48 hours for $5. There's a bunch of them in here. So what we want to do to make sure we're getting a good artist that does a good job is we want to click on rating. And what that'll do is it'll filter it based on the feedback people get. Okay. So like this one is an awesome book cover. We don't necessarily want that because that's more for a physical book. We want an ebook cover. So this next one, if we click on that, we can scroll down and see that there's almost 500 positive reviews and only 2 negative reviews. So those are great numbers. We can see here they've got great looking stuff, So I would go ahead and hire this person. You click on order now and just tell them, here's the name of my product. It's, List Building 101. My name is Mike Cowles. I'd like to have a laptop on there or somebody holding up their hands in excitement like they just scored a football goal, or whatever it is that you want. If you have color preferences, like I really want blue and gray or red and green or whatever it is, you tell them that. And man, within a couple days, they're going to send you an e-cover graphic that's going to look great. Okay. So
and everybody can do this, even a newbie.
Yes. So, and it's $5. Okay.
Yes.
Now, the next thing that you can do is you can use a piece of software called Magic eCover. Okay, now this is my software. It's really pretty inexpensive, and what's nice about this as an option is you don't have to wait a couple days, and you can create unlimited e-covers, and you can
Yeah, I
create
love it.
for instance, a DVD case, a CD case, and a book, so that if your product has a video series, an audio series, and a PDF, well, those are three separate images. So if you hired that on Fiverr, that's $15 now instead of $5, and you'd have to wait 2 days for each one versus you do this right now, and it takes literally about 3 minutes to create an e-cover graphic. Now, I won't go into showing how to do it because honestly that's a time consuming to go through teaching how to do it. But if you go to magicecover.com, then you'll see a video right here that'll show you how it's done. And let me pause that so it doesn't play while I'm talking. So it'll show you how it's done, so you can watch the demo there, and you can see like I'm following the same format on this sales page that I'm teaching with testimonials. Yes. So like you could create a graphic like this in about 3 minutes, okay? And then what's great is you can also use Magic eCover to create a custom graphic. So like you could use it with Photoshop and import it in order to have it be one of these type of style images. Right now you can get Magic eCover for $20, and actually that price is supposed to be going up. So if by the time you watch this it's more, I apologize, but that price is definitely going to be going up soon. And
it's so easy to use, like all your tools. It's so super easy to use.
Yeah. Yeah. So
with all your training inside, and yeah.
Yeah. So actually, you know what? We'll show a real quick one instead of showing from scratch. What we'll do is you've got create new cover, okay? Which when you do that, we'll click launch editor. I'll go ahead and just run through it quick, just because I know some people are going to be curious that are watching this. So we'll just call it whatever.
Thank you.
So we'll pick classic and start. So now all you have to do is click over here and you can change the text like that. Okay, so let's say we're happy with all the text that's on there right now. You can now pick different styles. So we'll say we like that one. We'll say the background, we want it to be a light blue. And then you can pick things like textures as well, depending on which template you go with. And then you can also do things like pick a footer, make it a solid one or a swirl one, change the color of it to maybe a darker blue, something like that. Actually, we'll go a little bit darker. There we go. And then you can also put on a header if you want. And we'll make that one. Same thing. And then we can add other things too, like a barcode, a DVD symbol, a review, make it a bestseller. You can add a free ribbon if you're giving it away. So let's say we like that. Now, I'm going to show you a cool little thing. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually save this image by doing a screenshot. And I'll show you why that's important in just a minute. So now we can save this, okay? And we'll see in just a couple seconds that that's saved. So now we can get to the magic part, which is where we click on create eCover and we pick whichever cover we want. So this is the one we just created, and we click on large and save. And so now let's say we want to do a DVD case like this. We click on this and that image gets automatically like grafted to that graphic. We want to do a book, it would go like that. Same thing with like a soft cover book. So we can do this and have multiple images like this, and we can save each one of these for however we want. Okay. So now this is Magic eCover. You didn't have to use any software or anything like that. Very cool, very easy to do. But now I'm going to show you the other one, which is from here, which is Box Shot King. And this is one that makes even higher quality looking graphics to me, but it works really nicely with Magic eCover. So what we're going to do is log in here, and BoxShot is, I want to say, like $50 a year, $60 a year, something like that. So don't quote me on that in case if the price has gone up. But you pick whatever style you want. And so let's say we want to do the DVD case stack. Then we can use their images right here, and we can play with those a lot. Or what we can do is we can just upload the image that we just created with Magic eCover. So I'm going to highlight this or open up this screenshot, and I'm just going to crop it right here and save that. And that's just using my regular old preview. You can use Paint for that, which is free. You can use OrphanView, which is free. Or if you're on a Mac, you just double click on it and it'll open it up as a preview. Okay. So now we hit upload and then browse, and we're on our desktop right here. Let's see which one this is. Oh, that's right, there's a screenshot. There we go. So now we upload that, we choose it, and now you can see this is our preview over here. So we simply move this around so that it's where we want, and that looks good to me. Then we hit select and continue, and then I already like it the way it is, so I'm just going to hit finalize. And then you're going to see this particular software is so nice. The action scripts that they have integrated with it really produce super high quality looking graphics. Doesn't it just look dynamite?
Very, very clear, crisp.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So, and then the other thing is we can make it a transparent background. So if your background is gray or has a pattern or whatever, it'll look great. So now here's where it gets fun, and this is really why I use BoxShot either with Magic eCover or instead of it. But with it is great if you don't have any graphics software. Is we download this, right? And then what we can do is we can come over here and we can say, great, so we've got that, and then we also want a PDF or a quick start guide or something like that. So we use the same thing, same image, and we finalize this, and now we're going to have a stack of DVDs, and we're going to have a quick start guide, and we didn't have to spend any more time or any more money creating another graphic, right?
Absolutely, and it makes it look more valuable as well for the product.
Oh yeah. So then once we do that, so we've downloaded that, so now we also maybe have a CD or an audio. So we can go ahead and put that on, we'll put it on this one, and we'll click on upload your own. We'll pick the same one, and in this case, because it's a square shape, we got to change it up a little bit like this. All right. So we hit select and continue and finalize. All right. And then we'll see here we've got our CD. Pretty cool, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So now we can download this, and then what you can do too is you can put these all together by packaging stuff. So we can hit insert eCover, this one, and this one, and now we can move these around. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that. That's so cool, Mike.
Yeah, and then you can also adjust the size of these as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say something like that. And then you can export all those as one big group.
Mm-hmm.
Make that one just a little bit bigger. Okay, so then you can download this. And now we've got this massive package, and we can trim that to exactly where we want it. And we've got all these individual ones. So now when we come back here, get rid of that, get rid of that, and we can put our package right here instead of that individual stock one. And we'll center that. And this is the beauty of this software, is it works with WordPress, so that you can have, you know, the same what you see is what you get editing as your regular blogging. So it's going to be a huge,
Yes.
so I might have to make it a little bit smaller, but actually it's not too bad. So that's starting to look really good. So now underneath here we can say, plus you get the audio, plus you get the quick start guide, and have those images. And then when we get down here, you can have that same image on there, but maybe a little bit smaller. All I did was just hit copy there. And there we go. So pretty cool, huh?
Absolutely. I love it.
All right. So those are the different ways to get the graphics done for very, very inexpensive. And then for traffic, as far as getting traffic to your private label rights stuff, there's a few different options. There's a couple different marketplaces that I'd recommend. One is JVZoo, another is WSO Pro. And you can actually list your products on there for free, and then you just pay a fee whenever people buy. But you know, it's money that you wouldn't have either way, and you'll find that you'll get affiliates on there, and you can also use those for your own affiliate program. So you'll get traffic from there, plus you could also list it on the Warrior Forum with either one of those for additional income, okay, and additional.
Very cool. So you can multiply your profits.
Exactly. So then the other one, which is one that I really recommend, is called Joint Venture Magic. And this is a piece of software that works with joint venture partners to automatically have more sales coming in every single day, okay, on autopilot. And it takes you about 10 minutes to set it up, and it works over and over again for years, okay? So you can just go to jointventuremagic.com to check that out. And then the last thing to talk about monetizing your PLR a little bit more is, you know, using private label rights products as bonuses is going to help increase your sales. Okay, so when you have a product and you put it on there and you say, you know, listen, this is worth $97 and you can get it today for only $27. Plus, I'm going to include these 3 bonuses that are each worth $97 as well. You know, your sales are going to go up. Okay. The next thing that we can do as far as monetizing is have a JV partner bonus. And what I mean by that is having it be mutual, where they will put a product on your page or on your download page or on your one-time offer, and then you put the same thing on theirs. Okay? So you're both promoting each other's thing to help increase sales, and you're both building your list, and you're both making more money because your products are going to point to other products or other affiliate products. Okay?
And that is the person that you will contact from Joint Venture Magic?
It could be, absolutely, and
Okay.
I would suggest you do it that way, but you don't necessarily have to do it that way.
Okay.
So if you're in the dog training niche, you could contact somebody else that's in the dog training niche and say, hey, I'd like to offer, you know, the Fast Start guide from my product on your sales page with your product, and that inside of that Fast Start guide, it'll mention my main video series, and you know, we'll use your affiliate link so that you can make some money on there, and it'll help me get some more customers on my list, and then they'll do the same thing with their product. Okay, so that's what makes it new.
Okay.
You know, as far as affiliate offers, you can have private label rights products that points to affiliate offers. So let's say it's a guide or a blueprint or a report or whatever. It's a private label rights product. Okay, and in there it shows how to do something. Let's say it's how to drive traffic, through Facebook. Okay, well, at the end of that, you can say, next thing you want to do is get, Joe Marketer's Facebook course, which has videos, audios, and all kinds of information with 17 other ways to get traffic from Facebook, or how to make a Facebook fan page and get traffic to it, or whatever it is, something that's related. Another
That's
thing.
a very cool tip, Mike. I've never heard that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, because you have content then from the PLR, and you can use it still with affiliate
Yeah.
offers. Very cool.
And then because PLR is so inexpensive and easy to get, and you can get so much of it, what you can do too is you can also use it to build your list, and you can give gifts of private label rights products, and you can give it and then offer it to buy, give it and then offer it to buy as a pattern. And that law of reciprocity of people going, wow, I can't believe she gave this to me for free, that's awesome. And then the next day it's another gift, and then wow, that's really cool that she's really helping me. And then the next one is related, but this one's for a price, but
Very cool.
it's very
Yes.
easy for people to go, you know what, she gave me a way to maybe build a list, and then another way to drive traffic to that list, and then, hey, if you want to monetize that list, it's only $17.
Right, and it just has to be related. And that's
Exactly. And the
Okay.
more sequential you can do it, where it makes sense, like maybe here's how to build a list, and then the paid product is, here's a nice squeeze page template, or
Yes.
here's how to build a list, here's a free squeeze page template, here's a gift you can sell or you can give away that comes with private label rights, then, and that's your paid offer, that kind of thing. And then the other thing that you can do as far as monetizing, and this is the last one that we'll wrap it up on, is you can have a low price offer, like on the Warrior Forum or in an ad for a Facebook ad or whatever. Have a low price product, let's say for $7, okay, and then you can have a one-time offer with a big huge product or a combination of products that are private label rights, or offer the private label rights as a one-time offer. What I mean by that is, like, you could say, today you can buy these 3 products, each one of them is valued at $77, and you get all 3 of them for $77, plus I will give you the private label rights to all 3 products, which means that not only do you get a great deal on it, you get 3 for the price of 1, but you also can turn around and sell just one of these for $77 and get your money back today, and then you can do that over and over again for lifelong profits. So
That is a very cool thing to do. Yes, I didn't think about that at all. That is what I meant. I always learn something new from you. No matter how many training I got, but you always have something great. Thank you so much. So much great content.
awesome. Thank you, Cam. I'm glad you liked it, and I hope that it really helps the people that are listening to this right now and watching this right now, that you take action on it, because that's really what it's about. There's so many different blueprints and game plans out there, for making money, and some of them work and some of them don't. And these really work. I've used these. They work consistently. You can use them over and over again. If you don't have a job or you need to make money in addition to your job, you could start doing this today and start making money from it today. It really,
Right.
a private label rights product, and change that sales page. The first time you do it, when you're slow, if you're using Ultimate PageMaker, it might take you half an hour to an hour. Let's say it takes you 2 hours, which I can't imagine, but let's say it does. That's still 2 hours to have your own product done completely that looks dynamite, And so now, to put it on
Absolutely, yes.
JVZoo or WSO Pro, to make a report about it, or something that's low end, put it on the Warrior Forum, have that be your follow up offer. There's a lot of money in that. And contact other people as partners and say, hey, you can use this as a bonus to help increase your sales, and it'll help me build my list. And then when you build your list, what do? You do the whole monetize thing of get buy or affiliate offers.
Yeah, and you basically can do this with any PLR, right? What you did right
you always
now.
want to
You
make
can
sure
use
it's good
any.
quality PLR, but yeah.
And where would you look to buy a PLR? Where can you find quality PLR, in your opinion?
I'm gonna edit that question out, Kate, because that's something we're gonna have in the offer. Remember?
Okay. Okay. Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. So yeah, but you can you can start doing these strategies today in order to start making money right now, and they'll work consistently for a long period of time. I mean, there's a very evergreen element to using private label rights.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can basically do one every day or one every week, no matter what your financial goal is, right?
Yep.
If you need money right now, I would churn out one per day and sell it.
Yeah.
Like the blueprint you did right now.
Yep.
I mean, I would just do that every day one.
Yeah, and as you get faster and faster at it, I mean, you could sell that as a service too. You could do the graphics like I showed as a service for people. I mean, there's so many different things you can do, but the beauty of making a product like a PLR product versus doing a service like making graphics is it'll continue to pay you over and over again.
Like, you mean you could offer a service and sell the graphics like on Fiverr, or where would you?
I wouldn't do that. I'm just saying you have the option to do graphics.
Okay.
Like there's different sites that'll pay you more than Fiverr does. But still, when you do that, you're trading hours for dollars, which we want to get away from. Instead, we want to have money work for us. So the way to have money work for you is to set up, something that's automated, like a website where when people go there, they buy. You don't have to do anything in order for them to buy and for you to make money. So now your money's working for you versus, if you make a website or a graphic or whatever, you have to spend the time to do that in order to get paid.
Yes. And I just have one last question. What about pricing? What would you do in terms of pricing for the product you just made?
I would say that you have to split test your pricing in order to know the best price.
Okay.
So, and that just means, you point the same type of traffic to an offer, and you try one price and then you switch it out with a different price, and you sit down with your calculator to see which one's more profitable for you, not which one's.
But I think on the Warrior Forum you have to offer it for the lowest price. Is that right? Or
no?
No.
Let me finish what I was saying before I tell you about the Warrior Forum. You have to offer two different prices, but you have to have the same type of traffic going to it, and then you have to compare which one's more profitable. Not which one sells more, but which one's more profitable. And what I mean by that is, if, let's say, for instance, you sell something for $10 and, out of 100 people, you sell 3 copies, okay? And then you sell something for $50 and you only get one person to buy out of, 100 people. Well, instead of making $30, you made $100. So it's still more profitable to have that higher price point. So you have to sit down with a calculator and figure out which one's more profitable for you. And,
okay, I got it.
So then to answer your question with the Warrior Forum, the rule basically is that you have to be offering a special that means that whatever you're selling on there costs less than what it's advertised at normally somewhere else. So like if you sell, a video series for $100, you could sell it on the Warrior Forum for $50 or for $7. It doesn't matter. But that doesn't mean that you can't sell it again somewhere else for less than your $100 or even less than what you sold it for on the Warrior Forum. It just means that it has to be a deal compared to what it's marked at somewhere else online.
Got it. Great. Very, very cool. Thank you so much, Mike.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate that.
So I want to repeat your website again, which is mikehouse.com, and then the second website is bloggingfreak.com,
You got it.
And people can check out all your cool stuff, because I really recommend to follow you, because every week I learn so much from you, and I've been following you for 2 years now, and I'm still learning. So thank you, Mike,
Great. Thank you, Kay. I appreciate that.
for being such a great teacher.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a privilege. So, well, thank you very much. And anyone that's on Kay's list or just checking this out, whether it was a WSO or whatever, I'd strongly suggest you keep your eye on Kay as well. She's the real deal, and she's doing a great job, and she's learning every day, like she said. So, I'm sure if she puts something out, it's going to be good quality.
Thank you so much. That
You're welcome.
means a lot to me. Thank you, Mike.
All right. Take care. God bless.
You too. Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.